Some lights do not announce themselves. They simply burn, steady and true, in rooms where no one is watching. There is a kind of strength the world rarely celebrates. It is not loud. It does not demand applause. It moves through the years like water shaping stone, like roots growing deep beneath frozen soil. You may not see it, but it is there, patient and enduring, doing its quiet work. Tonight, I want to sit with you in that kind of silence. I want to speak about a woman whose life was not a spectacle, but a flame. A woman who understood that the most meaningful things in life are often the ones we cannot rush, cannot explain, and cannot put on display. Her name was Marie Curie, but this is not a history lesson. This is a meditation, a gentle walk through the wisdom her life still offers decades after she left this world. Perhaps you have felt it too, that quiet determination that keeps you going when no one is clapping, that devotion to something larger than yourself, even when the path is unclear. If you have felt these things, then you already understand more than you know. Let us begin. There is a small laboratory in Paris, cold and damp, where a woman works late into the night. The walls are bare. The equipment is old. The ceiling leaks when it rains. She stirs heavy pots of pitch blende, a dark mineral that stains her hands and fills her lungs with dust. She does not complain. She does not stop. Year after year, she returns to this work, not because it is easy, not because anyone is watching, but because she believes in what she cannot yet see. She believes that somewhere inside this dark ore, there is a secret waiting to be found, a new element, a new understanding of how the universe is made. This is perseverance, not the dramatic kind we see in films, where heroes overcome obstacles in a single triumphant moment, but the real kind, the kind that stretches across years, the kind that continues when there is no applause, no certainty of success. Strength grows where the world is not watching. It takes root in ordinary days, in repeated efforts, in the willingness to try again after failure. Marie Curie did not discover radium overnight. She spent 4 years in that cold shed, processing tons of material, doubting and hoping and doubting again. And yet she did not stop. There is a lesson here for anyone who has ever felt that. Their efforts go unnoticed. For anyone who has worked hard without reward. For anyone who wonders if their quiet struggles have meaning. They do. They always do. Not all strength is visible. Some of the most powerful forces in nature are invisible. Gravity, magnetism, the radiation Marie Curie herself discovered. These things shape the world, yet we cannot see them with our eyes. Your strength is like that too. The years of caring for others, the patience you have shown in difficult times, the way you have kept going when giving up would have been easier. These are not small things. These are the forces that hold a life together. Let me tell you about devotion. Marie Curie met Pierre in a laboratory. He was a scientist too, quiet and thoughtful, with a mind that matched her own. They did not fall in love the way people do in stories, with grand gestures and dramatic declarations. They fell in love slowly, through shared work and shared wonder, through long conversations about atoms and the mysteries of matter. When they married, Marie wore a dark blue dress, practical enough to wear in the laboratory afterward. They spent their honeymoon on bicycles, exploring the French countryside, stopping to look at flowers and clouds. This was their love. Simple, devoted, anchored not in passion alone, but in purpose. Together, they worked side by side. They shared discoveries. They shared failures. They shared the long, quiet hours when nothing seemed to be working. And in this partnership, they found something rare, a devotion that did not fade. Devotion is a quiet fire that does not burn out. It is not the blaze of new excitement. It is the steady warmth that remains when the flames have settled. It is choosing again and again to return to what matters. Perhaps you know this kind of devotion. Perhaps you have given years of your life to something, to someone, without expecting applause. A marriage, a family, a craft. These devotions shape who we become. They give our lives direction, especially in later years, when the noise of youth has faded. Marie Curie's devotion was tested in the cruelest way. In 1906, Pierre was killed in a street accident. He slipped on wet pavement and was struck by a horse-drawn carriage. Marie was 48 years old. The grief was unbearable. She wrote in her journal, speaking to Pierre as if he could still hear her. She described her loneliness, her disbelief, her sense that the world had suddenly become empty and cold. And yet she did not abandon their work. She took over his teaching position at the Sorbonne, becoming the first woman to hold such a post. She continued the research they had begun together, not because the pain had disappeared, but because the purpose remained. This is what devotion looks like when it is tested. It does not pretend the pain is not there. It does not rush toward healing. It simply continues, one day at a time, carrying the weight of loss while still moving forward. If you have ever lost someone you loved, you understand this. Grief does not end neatly. It stays with you, changing shape over the years. But life asks you to continue, not to forget, but to carry what you love with you, even when it hurts. Now let me speak of sacrifice. Marie Curie knew that her work was dangerous. She carried test tubes of radioactive material in her pockets. She kept samples on her desk, glowing faintly in the dark. She did not fully understand the harm these substances could cause, but she sensed it. Her fingers burned. Her health declined. Still, she continued, not because she was reckless, but because she believed the knowledge she was uncovering could help others. She believed that understanding radiation could lead to cures, and she was right. Her work became the foundation of cancer treatment. Her discoveries have saved millions of lives, but the cost was her own body. She died at 66 of aplastic anemia caused by years of radiation exposure. Her notebooks are still radioactive today, kept in lead-lined boxes. This is sacrifice, not the kind that seeks recognition, but the kind that is chosen quietly from the heart, because the purpose is worth the price. Not all sacrifices are tragic. Some illuminate our path. Some open doors for others to walk through. Some light the way for generations we will never meet. Perhaps you have made sacrifices too. Years given to raising children. Health spent in demanding work. Dreams set aside so others could flourish. These are not failures. These are gifts. They are the quiet offerings we make to something larger than ourselves. And here is the beautiful truth. Sacrifices made from love do not diminish us. They expand us. They connect us to something beyond our individual lives. They become part of a story that continues long after we're gone. There is a kind of wisdom that comes only with time. It cannot be taught in books. It cannot be rushed. It arrives slowly, like dawn after a long night, like spring after a hard winter. Marie Curie understood this. In her later years, she spoke less of her achievements and more of her gratitude. She was grateful for the work, grateful for the partnership she had shared with Pierre, grateful for the chance to contribute something lasting to the world. She did not seek perfection. She knew her life had been marked by struggle, by loss, by pain. But she also knew that meaning does not require perfection. It requires only purpose, a reason to keep going. Perhaps you are at a point in your life where you are looking back. Perhaps you see the sacrifices you have made, the hardships you have endured, the quiet efforts no one noticed. Perhaps you wonder if it all mattered. It did. It does. It always will. The strength you have shown in difficult times has shaped you. The devotion you have given to those you love has touched them in ways you may never fully see. The sacrifices you have made have planted seeds that are still growing. You are like a candle that is burned through long nights. You may not feel bright. You may not feel noticed, but your light has warmed rooms. Your presence has mattered. And here is something else Marie Curie knew. The work is never finished. There is always more to learn, more to give. Even at 60, 70, 80, there are still discoveries waiting. Not in laboratories, perhaps, but in conversations, in moments of connection, in the slow, beautiful work of becoming who you were always meant to be. The snow falls silently outside the window. The fire crackles gently in the hearth. And somewhere, in the quiet of this moment, you are still becoming. Still growing, still shining. Do not underestimate the power of a life lived with purpose. Do not dismiss the strength of quiet endurance. Do not forget that even the smallest light, held steady through the darkness, can guide others home. Marie Curie once said that nothing in life is to be feared. It is only to be understood. And perhaps that is the final wisdom she offers us. Not to fear the years behind us or ahead, but to understand that all of it, every struggle and every joy, is part of a larger story. A story of perseverance, a story of devotion, a story of love. You are part of that story. You have always been. And so as this night grows quiet and the world outside grows still, remember this: your life has meaning. Your efforts have value. Your presence matters more than you know. You are a light that never fades. Rest now. You have earned it.